Oh, hi guys, I'm back. It's been a while. It's been a day or two. Whoops, that was the wrong one. Sprite. There we go. It's a familiar face. We're back on the screen. Don't you worry though, I promise today we are going to be doing something different. We are not going to be doing this drawing all day for this stream today. Again, like the past 10 streams now. Ah, my stylus needs charging. God damn it. Okay. Let me just charge my stylus for a little bit. And then we'll get on with the stream. Do some drawing. And I've already got a new folder open. I don't think you can see it, it's not on the screen. There we go. You can see over here. Got a new drawing ready. I'm going to be drawing Jordan later, after this drawing. So after we finish this up, we'll start drawing the other character from the series that I'm planning on making. We'll be doing Jordan. Jordan's going to be a lot harder to draw as well, because she has a more complicated outfit than Faust. Faust is just a cloak, and that's it. Very simple design. Jordan, it's like a... I'm not quite sure. It's like a training jumper. Like that you see in like medieval works. But then she's also got armor and stuff because she's a knight. That's the character we're going to be drawing next. Other news, I got a haircut. Oh yeah. My hair had gotten way too long lately. Like even longer than on my sprite. So now I got a haircut and I'm feeling pretty nice. Pretty nice about it. Girlfriend semi-approves, I think. Semi-approve. Approve when it get longer. Semi-approve for now though. It's a bit weird and messed up on the sides, but it's hey, it's the best haircut I've ever gotten. Well, not ever, but one of the best haircuts I've ever gotten. It's up there. Probably like my second best, maybe third. But every single time I go to the barbers or any hairdresser, they always 100% of the time mess it up. They cut it way too short. They completely ignore what I ask for and how I want it, and just do whatever they feel like whatever they think they should do before I even tell them. And then after I tell them, they're like, yeah, sure, I can do that, and then just completely ignore me and go back to doing it way too short. So I normally try to avoid hairdressers and getting my hair cut in general, just for that reason, because it's never a good time for me. Yeah. And I'm always like sat in the chair, just like staring at myself in the mirror for like 10 minutes, 20 minutes straight, just completely silent while they do that thing. And then when it's all done, I'm like, yep, did good job. It looks nice. That's exactly how I wanted it. Even if it's awful, it's great. So I don't like getting my hair cut, but this time they did alright. Again, not the best, but at least the guy didn't cut it way too short this time, and he actually listened to me. Very nice guy. I liked him. I've been to so many hairdressers. The last hairdresser I liked, the guy actually used to cut my hair really nice. He knew exactly what I wanted, and he always did it great. I showed him a picture of Markiplier once, and I was like, yeah, I want my hair like that. And he was like, oh, you want the milkman? I can do the milkman. And he was great. I love that guy. But the last time I went there, he doesn't work there anymore. He's moved on. So sad. And then the person I got instead of him did one of the worst haircuts I've ever had. That was fun. And then I went to a place after that, because I was like, okay, that guy's not there anymore, so I'm not going to go to this hairdresser's anymore. And The place after I went to that did the worst haircut I've ever got in my entire life, and I swear this woman put a curse on me because ever since she cut my hair's never grown back properly anymore. It always stays way too short and like grows in weirdly. It's a bad time. She's cursed me. She put a curse on my hair. I've been doomed to recede now. I'm not blaming my age, I'm blaming her. It was like she did it in like 5 minutes as well. All while talking to someone else and barely looking at me. Like while she was cutting my hair. Most people take like 10-15 minutes to cut my hair. Because it's not a complicated hairstyle, it's just short back and sides. And half it a bit longer. But this woman just cut it in fucking 5 minutes. It's like, yep, done. Boom, pay me. It's horrible. It was the worst haircut ever. And she kept coughing on me as well the whole time. Ugh. Don't want to relive that experience. I only went to that hairdresser's because I was looking for a new place, and I read online, oh, this place does men and women's hair, so they must be really good at hair. They can do both. And it's got really high positive reviews. It's pretty good. And honestly, I think that place was probably pretty good. I just think the person I got that cut my hair was awful. It was like she didn't even work there. It's like she just walked in. Could have just been a stranger off the street for all I know. Yeah, she was just cutting hair, chatting the whole time, 5 minutes, done. Cursed hair, never grew back again. Uneven cuts, way too short on top, way too long on sides, uneven on the back. Ugh. I don't even want to think about it anymore. Anyway, that's my rant about haircuts over. See if my pen's charged by now. Yippee! It's charged. Okay, so what am I doing? Oh, I really should have made a plan before going into the stream. Oh, I didn't plan anything. I don't remember what I was going to do from last time. I think I was going to do some background stuff. Work on some backgrounds maybe. Oh, let me just reset that break timer by the way, because we're not having a break in 26 minutes. We're going to have a break in an hour. We'll just change that. I should probably remove the suggestion box as well, because I'm not doing suggestions at this time. Like, for as long as I'm drawing original character work, I'm not going to be taking suggestions on like, hey, draw this frog. But I'll leave it up just in case someone wants to suggest a pose or a color. Or just a little doodle off to the side. Or like something to work on next time, you know? So I'll leave it up. It could come in handy. If anybody suggests anything, type it in chat. But I think we're just gonna be doing... I'm gonna finish some things up on this character. There's not a lot left to do. It's just cleaning stuff up here and there, like... This, I guess, could be cleaned up a bit. This, I guess, could be cleaned up a bit. This could be cleaned up a little bit. This we cleaned up a bit. This, yeah, no, it's there's not a whole lot left to do on here. If I was a different artist, there would be a ton left to do, but I'm not. So we're gonna be taking things pretty chill. I think I might sound a lot higher energy than I normally do. And I want to try something different. I want to bring a bit more energy to the table this time. I want to talk a bit more, and I'm just feeling good, to be fair. I think I haven't streamed in a little while, so it's nice to be back. And I think the fact that we're finally finishing this drawing and moving on to another one, that's also got me in a good mood. I like drawing, but I like drawing multiple things. And whenever I come to the end of a piece, I feel happier. So, first of all, let's change some of this stuff around. We could... Ooh, that was nice. Let's do this. Control C, Control V. Hide that layer. No, we don't need to. What am I doing? Okay. So, let's start with just adding a little bit of texture to these flames. I know we blurred them, but we can do a little bit of unblurring just to give them more texture and life. Like, this already looks way nicer, in my humble opinion. Instead of it just like kind of cutting off, you can just, you know, green up a bit. This is like a sizzling smoky effect. I quite like that. Ooh, don't want it too big though. Too big, that's a no-no. Let's just work these fires a little bit more. Make them look a little more dynamic here. Now we've got like little vapor trails going off here. They look a little more chaotic. We'll also blur the fingers a little bit as well, just to make it look like the fire is hotter and it's coming out a bit. Bit too much though. Yeah, I think this would work pretty nice. Yeah. Let's look at the before and after. Yeah, already it looks a lot more fiery. You know? Okay. Cool. Oh, I'm glad we did that. I wasn't going to do that today, but you never know how it's going to work out, I suppose. I want to add the tassels on the pants. Let's do that too, because that is something we didn't do last time. We were going to, but then I got sleepy. Okay, let's do this. Trying to think what color do I want it. I'll do it black for now. Just so I have an easier time of seeing where the lines are, because all the lines are already in place now, so I don't want to struggle to see what I'm looking at right now. Oops, the rules on the side. And I'm just going to copy paste this layer and move it to the side a bit. See if that gives us a little tassel effect. Don't know if that would be the proper terminology for it, but you know what, it's fine. Do I want aglets on the end of these tassels? Like the drawstring? I don't think so. I think I'll just leave them as they are. Little bits of fabric here and there. And that might just be good enough to be fair. No, connect this one to this like little fold here, because why not? Might as well. Hi, Teppy Jojo. How you doing? Welcome to the stream. Going D&D characters. No, not really D&D characters, but D&D inspired characters for world building project. Hope you're doing well. Here's our boy. He has fire powers. Let me just quickly pop out a window so he's like constantly on screen as well. Good D&D and Zelda Lo-Fi. I am at home. Stick around. Put your feet up on the fire. Oh, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. Hope I'll be seeing you around more on these streams. I try to stream daily, but I work outside of streaming, so sometimes I miss a day. Also, you might need to get used to the fact that my clip studio keeps freezing, because that's been a constant thing ever since I started this drawing. My clip studio likes to just freeze every now and then. Alright, new window. And then let's pop this window out. And that way we can just constantly see him on the screen. So we know what we're working off of. Yeah, this guy, he... not a typical D&D class, but he is a pyromancer. Again, it's not strictly D&D. It's kind of based on D&D. I've got characters for a story I'm working on, and they all explore this dungeon together. And I'm planning on animating it eventually. Drawing all the characters first. This will be my documentary on my progress of my my way to making my own show, hopefully. Gonna be a long one though, so stick around. Alright, I wanna try and color these in a lighter color than the dark shirt and pants. And also, because these are kind of coming forwards, the light from the fireball will be hitting them more. So I need to account that as well. Let's just be lazy and use the fill tool here. Fireball! Hot fireball. No. The colors are too similar, so it's gonna be hard to color this in. I love your art style, and as a style and as an D&D player, I sometimes need artwork, so I probably stick around. Good. Glad. Also, don't mind me reading, I'm just a little bit dyslexic, so like, I struggle to read. But I'll get there eventually. I don't actually know if I'm properly dyslexic or not. I've never been diagnosed, but I do struggle to read sometimes. I find it easier to read longer words than shorter words for some reason. I don't know why. I've always been like that though. I think my favorite part about playing D&D is always just imagining the characters in the different scenarios the Dungeon Master makes, and then playing them and just drawing everyone's characters. Like, I've had a few D&D campaigns with friends, and I just always love drawing everyone's unique characters and designs. I always make my D&D class based off of the design I feel like I could put in it, rather than the stats. My last D&D campaign was in a campaign set around Hell, the custom homebrew campaign. It was set around the 9 layers of the Circle of Hell, whatever. And my character was a fire druid tiefling. Mainly because I wanted to, like, be able to command and transform all the various creatures that would be in Hell, but there wasn't that many creatures I could transform into because they're all really high level. But it was fun. Got a whole wolf story arc and everything. Don't worry, I can read, but write, English isn't my mother tongue anyway. That's fair, I can get you. We'll struggle together, me and you, Jojo. Doing the lighting on these tassels shouldn't take too long as well, so what we need to do is pick a color that we've already done. Let's use a different brush. I want to go gouache brush on this. These parts are darker because they're underneath the light, and these parts are lighter because they're away from the light. Have some shading on here as well. And just a little bit of light here and there. Blend these in a bit as well. Much nicer. I'm managing to draw the color like directly inside the line rather than where I need it to be. Whoops. We're working with pixels here. Oops. There we go. Right, the tassels look a bit out of place, but that's just because the line art is so thick. We need to change that a bit. And also we need to add the lighting properly, so let's do an airbrush as well. Bap. I also love creative character. I have some different, but I love the Warforged 2 is a bit homebrewed because it's more of a chocolate golem. I love golem characters. They sound fun to draw because they could be anything. I could go for a chocolate golem right now. But I'm trying to be healthy. No junk food. Just a little bit of junk food. I'd say no junk food. I had a few like chocolate bars just before I started streaming, so. Oops. Right, we'll need to be a bit more black because they're a little bit lost there. I feel like they're still not quite blending with everything, but it's mainly just because they have line art on them. And they're not blurred, everything else has already been blurred in, so... I'll go in a bullet suit, sexy as fuck. I get you. There's like really interesting character designs on D&D. I was actually drawing some character designs on this drawing based off of D&D creatures as well, because like this series I'm making, it follows a group of characters going into a dungeon. And the dungeon's full of creatures and monsters, and I was running out of like monsters I'd made myself, so I turned to D&D to make some character designs from there. And we came up with some good character designs. I feel like, at least. We got some drakes. No, I guess they're not really D&D. They're kind of D&D, but no, my ones aren't. I will show you. I will show you. There's some of our other stuff. This is one of our main characters. He's Faust. He's the Pyromancer. Oh yeah, I came up with designs for some mimics. Instead of just having mimics as like little chest creatures, we can have mimics be entire doors. We just walk past the door and then it opens up and becomes a mimic. I think that would be cool. This plant creature here is based off of one of the mind flayer parasites that are fully grown up. I don't remember exactly what it's called, but I took the same basic shape and DNA of that creature, but modified it to be a big plant creature instead. And then we also have like basilisks and stuff. Or what were we calling it again? A water drake? Serpent? Another one. We got some water creatures in there. Yeah, we got monsters. We got monsters in the dungeon. We even got crabs in the dungeon. We got crabs. We got it all. We got slimes. Looks amazing. I always remind people mimic can be anything. Why not a healing potion as disguise? That's a really good idea. That's an evil idea though. You are an evil person for thinking of that in the best way. I might have to steal that sometime for like one of my D&D campaigns. I really like that idea. Healing potion mimic. Like you try and chug it and it just bites your hand off. Your last 5 HP is gone. That'd make a lot of sense for a mimic as well, because they're ambush predators. They don't hunt people, they wait around for people to get them. And if they disguise themselves for a injured person to like seek them out, that makes a lot of sense for them to attack that person if they're already injured. That's a good idea, like that. I took too much D&D TikTok. There is even more evil mimic things. Give me your evil mimic things, I like them. I have a really good idea for a mimic that I've been playing around with. And it's a mimic that can disguise itself, but it hears you. It can interact and change based off of your, like, whatever you're saying around it. So in my series, like, there's a part where two of the main characters come across a really pristine chest to this old abandoned dungeon. One of the characters is like, oh, that's clearly a mimic, because why would there be such a clean, unopened chest in this crappy dungeon? And then they look at the mimic again, and suddenly it's a really decrepit, old-looking chest. Like it's part of the dungeon. And then like, well, clearly it's a mimic, because it just changed in front of us. And then you can see that the mimic can learn from what people are saying. That's an idea I've been playing around with a lot. I like. But also mimics not just changing into objects, but changing into party members. Like they might not be able to speak, but they can still mimic your party members and look exactly like travelers near you. I'd also like that idea a lot. Play around with that. But that'd be a thing for my actual series. I don't think that would be as practical in a D&D setting. What are they doing again? Yeah. The drawstrings on his pants, which are also mimics. And no, they could be. I'm gonna remove these lines a little bit by just making them the same color as the lighting, just so they blend in a little bit nicer with everything else. There we go. Look at that. Much nicer. That looks nice. I'm gonna put it right here. Right on the refrigerator. I quote that line way too much. It's a problem, and I can't be stopped. Right on the refrigerator. Oh no, oh no. Oh, it's freezing again. I think I accidentally moved something. There's a curse that makes everything that you touch have a 50% chance to become a mimic. So when you try to investigate things, to see if they're mimics, they become mimics as well. That's awesome. You just start touching things and turn your entire house into a mimic. You touch yourself, you become a mimic. Terrifying. You touch your clothes become a mimic. Also terrifying. Very evil curse. Very dubious. You talked about a nice mimic companion that's a sword or a weapon because you fight with it, it can feast, so it's more like a symbiotic relationship. That's also a really cool idea. I like the idea of nice mimics as well. Or like at least mimics that are useful that you can sort of tame in a way. I like those as well. Those are cool. The way you talk about it, it's actually a really similar way to how it works in what's it called? Delicious in Dungeon. I don't know if you've seen that anime, but there's a mimic sword in that too. It doesn't like get stronger or anything, but it's a similar concept. I fuck with it. I think it's cool. Dude, I love Delicious in Dungeon. I'd try and take some inspiration for it for my own show. Not sure where from though. Maybe just how like the setup is. But, definitely a very cool anime. It's one of the few animes I've watched where I immediately started reading the manga afterwards because I enjoyed it so much. Raven and Delicious in Dungeon feel more like an animated D&D campaign. True. I only just watched Raven recently. I actually really liked Raven. I was avoiding watching it for the longest time because all of the memes and clips of it I'd seen made me think, oh, this is just another fantasy slice of life anime. Just really silly. I don't really care. But no, it was actually really grounded and had some really cool concepts in it. I actually really like that a lot. Because I like fantasy stuff that's kind of dark and edgier, but like still grounded and realistic. You know? I like fantasy, but I like it a little real. Not too over the top. I think Raven does a really good job of that with the way the characters interact. I think it's nice. And also the characters are just they're really fun. I don't know what I'm doing with this bit here. I think I might just blend it into here a bit. Make it a little bit sharper. I think that's fine as it is. I don't want to go too over the top on detail with like these little parts here. I get carried away way too much on drawings and then I end up just taking forever. There's a few little more details I want to do. Got his tassels done. I want to do that today. What else can we do on here? Blur some things. Can fix up the colours a bit more, but I think the colours are kind of fine as they are, to be honest. Oh, it was the background I was going to do. I don't want to do a really detailed background or anything for this. I want to keep it like very simple. Like basically just keep a black background pretty much. Let's see if I've got any background brushes that maybe I just avoid doing work. Ah, he's in the city, the Neon City bush. The trees bush. Would trees work? I don't think so. No. They detract too much from the brightness of the fireball. What else we got on here? I normally just put clouds on everything. More buildings? That's the same buildings. Books? I mean, books could work. Could be in like a library. Try books. I understand, but it's amazing how Freyrim plays with your expectation and really do something else. But still makes sense and nice to look at. Yeah, I think Freyrim's like, it's really cool and really like well balanced as a character. I like how she's OP. I feel like the connection I made to Freyrim when I watched it was basically it's just One Punch Man, but in a fantasy setting. That's the way I feel about it. I think it's cool, and I like the characters most. But whenever Freyrim's in a fight, you know she's going to win. She's just OP. And I think it's really cool. And I really like all the fight scenes in the anime. Just trying to think of more interesting ways of this background without it like being too bland or overtaking. I think we were fine with this one. I think I'm just gonna leave this background as it is. I'm gonna get way too carried away with it if I'd like actually try to make a proper background. And then I'm gonna be on this one art piece for another streams. So let's just finish this drawing up and then we'll start on the next drawing. And blur the books in the back a bit. See if we can play around with some textures as well before we finish. this drawing. Don't want, stream's only just started. I'm not ending the stream anytime soon. Bunched up. Oops. Oh no, it's all broken and on the floor. That'll be our little piece of texture added. Oh. I kinda like that. Also, not really. That does remind me though, I should probably add some edge lighting on the background as well though. Just a way to separate the character from the background. Go price range for commissions. I don't currently. I did a little while ago, but the time right now, not really. Let me just check because I do have a VGen that I do commissions on, but I haven't taken it in a little bit because I've been busy with work. My price range, well, my prices are on VGen that you can commission me on. At least they should be. Yeah, so I'm gonna go by British values here because I don't know the conversion. £49 for a drawing with a scene. £25 for a coloured in drawing, not fully rendered but partially coloured, so basically like this. £5 for a sketch, £16 for a coloured drawing of a spinning head, £45 for a rendered drawing like this, basically. A little more detail than that. What am I doing? Why am I reading the prices out? I can just show you the commission page. Silly? I'm being a bit silly right now. There you are. If you want to look at prices, there's my prices. Do I have my VGen linked into my Twitch bio? I feel like I should, but I don't know if I do. I'm not going to keep that on the screen though, because I don't know if that violates Twitch's terms and service, so... If you'd like more info, check out my VGen. And I'll have to like put a link on my Twitch account if I don't have one there already. Don't know the change to euros, but seems more than fair. I will check it out. Thank you. Much appreciated. If you find something you like, I look forward to hearing from you. But don't feel pressured into wanting to commission. Of course, I will be happy to provide my service for you if you need it. But if you just want to support, just being here is support enough. I just value you being here. Having a nice time. With that said, my clip studio has frozen again. No, I was going to change onto the other window to start the new drawing, but clip studio has other ideas in mind. Please, sir, let me draw. I am just a little humble artist. I want to draw, please. Let me use the program. Oh, give a link for me because in the bio I only see Twitter. I can send a link. I don't know how Twitch works. Can I send a link in my own chat? I don't know. Let's try it. There you go. No idea if the link works, but if it does, then there's that. My name on all my platforms is just waterbottle272, so it's really easy to find me anywhere. Twitter, Instagram, BGen, and Twitch, and YouTube. I don't use YouTube as much though I am going to start using YouTube more. I haven't posted on YouTube in a long time, but I'm going to start posting on YouTube a lot more now that I'm streaming more frequently now. I got some ideas in mind for YouTube. Just a few. Mostly just gonna be streams though. Well, not streams, but you know. Okay, new day, new drawing. Let's draw Jordan. I haven't drawn her in a while now, so I don't remember if I can draw her properly. Let's try it though. This is my knight character. She's a pretty basic, bare bones knight, fighty character. With sword and everything to boot. I always find sketching the hardest part of the drawing process because I never know where to start, or I never know what pose to do. I don't work from references, so I always work better from references, but I never normally start using a reference, even though I know I should. I'd have a much easier time if I did, but I prefer just working from my mind. The problem is there's nothing in my mind, so kind of just shooting in the dark here. Just drawing and hoping something sticks. When I'm done eating, would you like to see my chocolate golem? That is a very nice request. And yes, I would like to see your chocolate golem. I'm gonna eat after the stream. I haven't eaten today, and now it's 6 o'clock. I'm going to eat like right after stream though. I got some curry prepared in the fridge. I'm just gonna nom nom it. This is not Jordan. This is a different character. I don't know who this is. It's a weird face that I've done here. Something else. I keep saying that I want to get a bigger drawing tablet, so I've got more space to draw. But then I always draw in the same tiny little space. Like this circle, that's the entire space I draw in on my screen, no matter how zoomed out I am. I just find it easier to draw smaller drawings, I guess. I don't have anywhere you can post your picture, by the way, your chocolate golem, because I've been working on trying to set up a Discord, but I haven't set it up yet properly. I don't know what's going on with it. But if you want to send a link to it in chat, that's fine as well. I'll pop it up on screen. I need to pull up a reference of Jordan because I know what she looks like, but I don't know what pose to draw her in, and I feel like if I just bring up a reference, it would help me out. Because she looks like... She looks like all my other characters, because I always show the exact same face for all my characters. But I don't even care. Whoops, zoomed in a bit too much there. Just doing a really quick, rough sketch. It's kind of awful, but just how we do it. We make it look bad and then we make it look good later. Although this looks a bit too bad. I don't think we can fix this chat. No, that's awful. I need to pull the reference. Put these in the corner for now. Where did I save the thing? Star, star, star. I agree with you. No idea what star, star, star is though. I'm guessing you've sent something and it got censored by Twitch automatically. Oh, the link. The link got blocked. Damn. If you send it to me on Twitter or Instagram, I can look at it like that as well. This is Jordan. She went through a name change. Her name used to be Yoda, but I changed it to Jordan. But she is our knight character. Very bubbly design and character. Very fun. Oops. I'll just make this a bit bigger as well because I realize it's a bit small on the screen right now. Oh no, I just opened my Twitter now and realized it. I haven't checked my Twitter messages in so long. It's not letting me look at my Twitter messages anymore. Hello. Believe I got your message. I'm not gonna type back on Instagram. I'm just gonna focus on the drawings for now because I'm still looking at reference images. But if you do want to send the chocolate golem, I will try and play it up on screen when I can. I'll need to play it up on my computer. If I just Google knight reference. Now these are some reference images. I should use Pinterest more. I'm gonna use Pinterest. I don't have it bookmarked anymore. But Pinterest is always really good for reference images and stuff. Ugh, I'm not signed in on it. Let me search something. Knight. These are some cool images. Ooh, I really like this one. I don't know who's drawn it, but it looks really nice. But I really like drawings of knights and stuff, especially like these ones where it's like in a flowery field. They just look so cool. But I struggle to draw them myself. I can draw like metallic armor, it just takes me a while, especially with like really intricate patterns. You got free chocolate? Oh damn, that is a chocolate golem. You can see it. Let me pop it up on the screen. Oh no, I gotta find out what Instagram is now. Oh no, what am I doing? Sorry, do you want me to pop them up on screen? I should probably ask you that first. Yeah, fine by me. No worries then. This guy. Very nice. I wasn't expecting the golem to be so humanoid. I was expecting it to be more like a Minecraft golem, to be honest. But humanoid golem, it also works. Very good. Chocolate given shape. Chocolate given form. Probably a very tasty personality as well. He was billed as a butler to serve for parties. That makes sense. You got that chocolate fountain on top. On top. On top. Be a cool party trick. I'm guessing your chocolate butler starts getting a little nervous when the guests start asking for dessert. You have a romance partner which is an undead halfling. It looks funny because your character is really tall and her character is really small. I'm paraphrasing, but that's basically what you said. That doesn't seem like an awkward combo. Various shenanigans ensue. You got a knee-height partner. Part of the butler's job becomes becoming the booster seat. It's gonna take me a while to draw this, by the way. I just struggle with getting the actual pose correct. But once the pose is done, then we can start drawing for real. Luckily she doesn't have a knight helmet or anything, so we got that down. Looking kind of like Mega Mind right now, though. Hope is our thing between us. That's cute. You are the vehicle, could you go fast? Brrr. I like that. Can the chocolate go and like slide on chocolate and stuff? Or does he just have really long legs to stride? Oh no, what happened to her head? Why does she look like that? No. I always struggle to draw from this angle. Yeah, I keep doing it. Because I like how it looks. I think I'll be better at it by now. I don't have any serious drawings of her. Like, this is a pretty serious drawing I'm going for, with a like pretty serious expression. I was just drawing her like really happy and goofy. Because that's what she is for the most part. But she can be serious sometimes. I just gotta get her though. You bet you have a feature which gives you -1 AC and +5 speed after fire damage and +1 AC and -5 feet after getting cold damage. Not stable. Just once. So with your mobile feet, I am going the molten form. I have 45 feet speed with a dash of 90 feet. But I am a rogue, so I can dash twice, so 135 feet. I can carry like in 6 seconds. That is crazy speed. That is insane speed for D&D. But you're just traveling across the map, huh? I wasn't kidding when you said you can go fast. I'm just trying to work out this sketch. It's been a bit quiet here because I'm kind of focused on what I'm doing. I'm gonna get this sketch out of the way. So I'm going to put a bit of a complicated pose right now. I am working up a reference though. I can fix the proportions a bit more later on because I'm a bit long here. The arm needs to come a bit more forwards. And then the arm in the back goes a bit more backwards. It should be following her back. And turning with her body as well. Maybe lengthen her body a bit as well, because I feel like it's a bit short. Just a tad. Your action, bonus action, your activation, bonus action economy is crazy. And I can climb. And because the thief subclass is equipped, some boots and I climb up a cliff, I've tried to kick someone down, and after I speeded down again, D&D round in 6 seconds, so I did crazy shit like Sonic. Sounds like you're bouncing off the walls and everything though. Formidable chocolate towards any monster or foe. Very crazy stuff. I like it. Very cool. I don't know what this leg strap is right now. I kind of just did it just to add a bit more texture and variation in the character design. But I could look up some use cases for it to be more practical. Like add a dagger on there or something. That could go pretty well. Also, our line of action is a little bit strange right now. Like, it goes this way, but this sticks out a bit too much. We need to go a bit more in. Have that pose really exaggerated here. Whoops, I forgot the head wasn't attached. The head still looks a little bit disconnected here, so I need to change that a little bit. I think the head could be down a bit more. Like, I think the head does look fine, it's just a bit too high up. It's also huge compared to the rest of the body. Head definitely needs to be small as well. No, no, now we need to move everything because that has changed. That's fine though. Everything is fine. And a lot of this gets covered up by her anyway. Because Thief subclass, I can use my healer kit and healer feet I have as a bonus action, so with a whip I can attack from 10 feet walking away and heal someone up. I am not crazy strong, tanky or other strong power, but fairly flexible like a butler should be. Very true. You're very black butler coded. You got that demon speed. You're super fast, go around helping everyone, heal everyone. That scene from X-Men where he just saves everyone from that building, burning building. That's your butler. Very cool, it's like very versatile. Oh, I'm struggling to draw this pose. Why did I choose this pose? Thank you, I appreciate it. True, there's a pose I haven't drawn before. Again, I am working up a reference. Alright, I'll tell you what. The break timer ended a little while ago. I'm gonna go for a quick break. We'll be back in 20 minutes. We'll continue with this pose. Otherwise, I'm just gonna stay stuck on it. So, quick break. See you guys in a bit. Break time. It's break time. Break time, break time, break time. Alrighty, and I'm back. Continue with the drawing, shall we? Let's hope this time I don't forget to take the Be Right Back screen off. Dinosaurs in chat. Oh yeah, I love dinosaurs in the chat. My favorite emote. I want to make some custom emotes eventually. But for now, I just love this dinosaur guy. I'm gonna spam it. Look at them bouncing around. I love these little guys. Where'd you get that one? The little dinosaurs. Alright, where were we? Connect the hips more. So we've got the turning from here. So we need body to follow suit. The legs would connect from here. Although I don't want the legs to go back down that far, I want to make a bit bigger than that, so we'll do that. Is that too big? I think that's too big. Around about, around about here. Okay, we'll do that. You got muscles. Too strong. Getting nice and toasty in my room. My room's nice and warm. Put the fire on all day. Well, not all day. All stream. Let's keep it on while I'm streaming. Can't draw when I've got cold hands. I get cold hands very easily. Alright, she's kind of holding the sword a little awkwardly right now. I want to fix that. I'm gonna move these hands a bit. I don't know what's going on here, so let's remove that as well. This part is looking way too messy. Let's sort that out a bit. I normally like to draw the hands first and then find the arms afterwards. I think that's that way of drawing helps me out a lot more. We draw the hands and then we figure out how to connect the arms to the hands. Okay, that's our sketch layer done. Quickly just rename this layer to the sketch layer. I'm just gonna do my little lazy shortcut. I rename my sketch layer to S, make it red, make it orange. This will be our line art layer. Let's name that L, turn it red, put it in a group. We'll call this group Gordon. So that's a name. I think I've made the waist a little bit too thin there. Bring it out a bit, just over here. There we have that. And before I start doing line art, I want to quickly make another sketch layer on top of this, just to make sure I've got it right. Actually, you know what? I think we're actually fine here. The head might be a little bit too big, but we can fix that later. We can fix that now. The hair will be covering up most of this mistakes anyway, so should be fine there. How about arm pads? I have arm pads. Grab armbands. The thing about this character is throughout the series of the show I want to make with these characters is that he has very little armor, you might notice, despite being a knight, and that's because she'll eventually start gathering and collecting armor as the show progresses. From various creatures that she beats, she'll pick up their armor and start using that as well. Very resourceful. So I like the dynamic character change throughout the story that I've got going on. So it's okay if I draw her with just various different mismatches of armor here and there, because her armor will change over time anyway. And also, is her head too big? I think it kind of is. I normally scale the head with the size of the hands. Yeah, the head is too big. Still. And also, I've drawn the hair clip on the wrong side as well. Just shrink this down a tad. I don't care about it being a bit too big. That's part of the style. That my characters just have big heads in general. Like, that is not going to fit through that hole. But that's fine. Okay. let's just flip this whole design just so it's facing the right way. And yeah, I am happy with that. My belly's rumbling. I'm hungry. I'm definitely gonna eat right after the stream. Give it a quick Control S. Save it. Okay, so I need to turn this fire off. I'm gonna use my pencil brush to just do the line out really quickly. I can take my time with it, I guess. I don't know why I made a new layer when I've already made the line out layer. I want to sort the eyes out first. The eyes are important to this character. Not this character, but this drawing. This drawing in particular, the eyes are important because it's pretty much the only thing you can see of her. Although normally she is fun, happy, and bubbly, she will not be so generous here. She will be very serious because she is training right now. We are drawing with pixels. Let's flatten this out a bit more. Make it look a bit more sinister, I guess. Not really sinister. I don't think sinister is the word I'm looking for. A bit more intimidating, I'd say. Zelda Lo-Fi make you happy? I'm glad Zelda Lo-Fi make you happy. We also have Hollow Knight Lo-Fi. I would connect my stream to a Spotify playlist so we have more music to work off of, but don't want to risk like copyright music. I just used downloaded copyright-free music that I can find that's still nice to listen to. They do like Zelda music. Hollow Knight or Silksong Lo-Fi or both? I have both. Never both at the same time though. You can't cross them. You can, but it'd be devastating. We also have Minecraft Lo-Fi. Okay, well, it's not really Lo-Fi. We have Minecraft Breakcore. Don't use that one as much though, because I've had some copyright issues with that one. I normally change the song after the break, just to mix it up a bit, but if you're enjoying the Zelda one, I'll keep the Zelda one on. To listen to other stuff to lo-fi in general is nice. I do like some lo-fi. It's just music to turn my brain off while I'm drawing, to be fair. Been listening to the Silent Hill playlist a lot lately though. Silent Hill 2. That's got some good music. I don't listen to much music though. My Spotify is just kind of the same 5 playlists over and over. I said the head would be fine, but then I made the head shorter, or smaller anyway. Whoops. It's just what we do. There's no point in drawing the ears here because the ears get covered up by the hair. At the same time, it's nice to know where things are. I think my biggest struggle with this design is going to be the hair. I like the hair in this very blocky style, but I'm going to change it for this drawing specifically because it's a more serious drawing. Don't ask me how to draw hair though, I'm not great at it. Just kind of do a lot of guesswork when I'm drawing hair. I just keep drawing until it looks better. Especially women's hair. I like to draw hair messy, so even when like I've got a really neat hairstyle, I'll still just end up drawing it messy. And then it just completely changes the hairstyle. I can draw neat hairstyles, but then I like just feel like something's missing because I'm so used to drawing them messy all the time. I think something like this would work. A big flow at the front of her face, and the force of her striking and raising her arms. Probably not how hair works in real life, but this isn't real life, so it's fine. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. I think I might have pulled the hair a bit too far forward here. And then likewise, I haven't pulled the hair far forward enough here. Yeah, that'll work. Make more sense when it's actually glued in properly. This line here shouldn't be here. That's kind of throwing me off right now. That's just the jawline. And then the hair on top is also like kind of messy but poofy. Maybe a little bit too poofy though. That's okay. We can flatten it down. I'm gonna keep her hair this short for now, just so it's a little bit more manageable while I'm drawing it. And then anything else I can draw that will affect it, and draw the hair around that later on. I like how spiky that part is though. Change that. And on to the arms. Now that we're done with the hair, fold. I'm going to remove the jawline. I don't need that anymore. Completely covered up. Same on this side, but not as much so. Just gotta remember that this line here is part of the jaw. Alright, I want to increase my bush size a bit as well because it's a bit small right now. Just make it a little bit bigger. And there we are. She has very big biceps. So she is strong. She doesn't look it, but she's strong. And also, something I should have done in the sketching phase before I started doing the line out, so I'm going to go back to sketching. There's a t-shirt. It's very baggy. He's got a shirt over the top and a baggy shirt underneath. So I should be trying to account for that, but I forgot. Let's do that now. T-shirt. Probably around here, to be fair. We'll do that instead. I'll leave that as it is. And then baggy shirt. Really like this. And then same with this one up here. It poofs out around the edges, goes thin again, and then poofs out near the middle, and let's go thin again. And that already makes her look leagues better. Makes her outfit more interesting. We'll add all this to the sketch layer, of course. But also I do need to fix this down here, I didn't do it properly. I should have gone over with an extra sketch before I started doing line art, but I didn't, and I will pay for my consequences. Or pay for my actions, I guess. There we go. Bring that down, back to our line out layer. Just merge that part of the sketch. And we'll just fix our line out layer by moving this little bit up. Where it would seem normal. There's like a lip on the edges of the shirt. Like a polo, I guess. I can hear my... Never mind. I can hear the cat snoring. Charlie's snoring in the distance. Forget he's in the same room as me sometimes. I actually really like drawing the fabricy folds. I think it's pretty common. Calming. Then you can just kind of do what you want with it. You just go with the flow. I think our fabricy folds have gone a little too haywire here though. Just move the hair for now. Just so I can see what I'm doing. I like how they all just rumple up random places. There's no like big accident you can make when you're making a fabric fold. I mean, sure, fabric folds in certain ways and specific ways to draw them, depending on like different people and different materials and stuff. But mostly, they all just end up the same, as long as you're not doing too many folds to the point it starts to look weird. Pretty easy to get the hang of. I say too many folds to the point it looks weird. I've done too many folds. No. But it's an easy fix. And go back. Just want to do the same thing basically, just up here. Shouldn't take too long doing the line art. I should speed up a little bit. Just so I'm not like doing the line art forever. Line art is important, but it's not the most important thing. Where does the head start? Oh, perfect. I'm trying to angle the fabric to like follow the direction of the arm, so you like can see the depth. The fabric follows the same lighting pattern that we can see. I tried to do it on here a bit too, but to a lesser degree. Doesn't work as well on this one. This part here is looking a little bit messy. Everything's just kind of clumped up. It makes the arm look a little bit broken. Could it also be because the perspective is different on the arms? Like, because the perspective here is going this way, and the perspective here is going this way. So that's what makes the arm look a bit weird though. Because the arm is like facing this direction, I want this to go in that direction, but at the same time the arm is coming forwards, so this wouldn't need to follow that. So that's why I've like been a bit conflicted on doing that, and why it doesn't look quite right, because I'm not making up my mind properly. But if we fix it, it should all look fine. So yeah, it already looks way better. Now what do I do about the hair? That's looking a bit strange there. We'll come back to the hair later. We'll finish doing the line on the body first. The arms and such. It's not going anywhere, so we got time. You might notice that I'm not drawing the hands, and that's because hands are hard, and I'm going to leave the hands for later. Easy to draw her chest sticking out a bit because of the way that she's angled. But I'm not quite sure how far out because this spot here. I might have made her torso a bit too long, but I'll shorten it later if I need to. Oh yeah, torso is definitely too long. There's an extra segment in here. We don't need that extra segment. I'm just gonna shorten that in post though. Yeah. I'll make it flow. Try and do it in one swift motion. Oops, I didn't mean to keep that there. Can remove that. Instead of it all being just torso, we need the hips as well. It's also got kind of down here, so. I'm not quite sure on this bit. I feel like it's a bit too short, but at the same time, I don't know how to foreshorten that part too much without it looking strange. It already looks strange, to be honest. I think it's just because this part is too close. Yeah, that's why. What we need to do is just make it a bit higher up. And it should work nicely for us. I think this leg's a bit too big. This is our hip. This is our leg. But our leg needs to start from here. Well, our leg needs to be here to be the regular size. But the center of the torso will be here. It needs to be like this. What we can do in that case then is just bring it over a bit. and change it. She doesn't have baggy trousers, she just has regular trousers, so can't get away with hiding any anatomy with baggy trousers right now. But I can add some little wrinkles here and there, make it look a bit better, a little bit better. Also, these legs need to move inward a bit more. She's on the toes, raising the sword. Might add a dagger or something to this trouser leg holster thingy. Oh, it's on the other leg. Oh, it's on this leg now. Good. We like some asymmetry. She's got the hair clip on this side and the leg on this side. Nah, it's on the other side. Asymmetry. And then we can have the hair clip here. Yeah, that'll be fun. This wrinkle is a little bit messed up, so whoops, wrong one. And that's too high up. How are we looking? Okay, yeah. Cool beans. Yeah, if we segment the legs, just the anatomy form. Yeah, that looks fine to me. This part could come out a little bit more, but at the same time, it doesn't really matter because it's covered anyway. And then this part also needs to come out a little bit more. Well, it doesn't need to come out too much actually, because she's not wearing a skin tight suit, wearing a shirt, kind of. So, we don't need to follow anatomy too closely. I can get lost in that sometimes. just trying to stick to the anatomy too close. But we can be fine on just doing the shirt. Also, hello Jojo, glad you're back. That's alright if you need to go for any of it. Completely understandable if you need to leave any time. Just want to shape up the anatomy here a bit more. Again, even though it's not a skin tight suit, I do want the fabric to follow some clear lines that show the direction that the body is facing. And then this part here, the fabric will be tugged a lot more, so we can add more creases here. Same with on the shoulder as well. Here as well, because she's stretched out, she's reaching up, so we want to stretch out the fabric on this side of it as well. Because she's doing this twisting sort of motion, the fabric wouldn't necessarily be contorting in the way that I'm drawing it right now. It would be twisting from the other side, but I'm just trying to follow this kind of motion here. It wouldn't have this many folds in it though, because the material that her shirt is made of is like a more leathery like shirt. It wouldn't be this beast that's like those other creases, but it's fine. Because her arm is like at the back here, raised so high, there'd be a lot of fabric around here as well. That's like tugging from the back to the side, which also makes me realize I think I might have drawn the chest wrong, because I've drawn the chest from the side here, but actually it would be going here to follow this. So like the way her torso is positioned, like this right now, but I feel like it should be more like this. So it makes her body look a bit more square than it should be. I don't know. I do not know. That just kind of makes it look more flat though. I'm gonna keep it like this. And I'm gonna bring this arm forward a bit. Just to stay on the safe side. Make sure the anatomy doesn't get too messed up. I think moving this forward will be a lot easier than drawing the entire like torso again. Need to bring this out a bit as well. I think I will raise this part, be more angled, so it's a bit flat. I think that'll be fine. Nope. Can't reverse it now. Oh well. Cool. We got there eventually. But then I just need to do the hands. That's the main distraction I've been trying to avoid. Doing the hands! What's in this layer? The hair? Cool. I'll just rename this layer before I forget. And body. Or just B for short. Alright, let's do the hands. Hands and sword. It's gonna be really awkward to draw this sword. I'm gonna start with like the hilt and then drill swords afterward. That's a hilt. Might be a little bit too thick. Then we draw the hands over that. I like to draw the hands like pretty bulky and thick. It just makes drawing them a lot easier if I just draw them thicker. I don't know, Chief. I don't know. Well, bomb is in the wrong direction. Oh boy. That doesn't look like a hand at all. Confirmed. I'm AI. I can't draw hands. Some people draw hands so fast. I'm jealous of them. Oh, there we go. My pens froze for a second. I think it was just auto saving though. No, why have I done that? It's good. The front desk on the top. Oops. It's one hand sorted out. And two. And two needs to be a bit bigger as well. What is this sleeve? I'd say the hands are alright for now. It's like a starting point. Jump off on later. Let's say as I immediately start redoing them. but I do think they're okay for now. And then we will have the sword. Pretty cool, pretty cool. I think this has turned out really well so far. Either way, I think that's going to do it for today's stream. We've had a good session today. But I'm going to wrap things up. I look away and look again, it always looks better and better. It's such good progress. Thank you so much, Jojo. I hope you didn't type that a while ago and I only just saw that. But thank you very much. Gonna wrap up the stream for today. We'll be back tomorrow, same time. And we'll just be doing the same thing. We'll clean up this drawing a bit more, do a bit more line art, finish drawing a bit more. We'll finish off the hands and the sword, add all the accessories, and then maybe move on to base colouring. If we have time. And that'll be tomorrow's stream. I'll see you tomorrow, Jojo. If you're there. But have a nice day or night, whichever one you have. I'll see you later. Oh wait, crap! I could raid someone. Ah, no! I should have done that instead. Raid. Before we go, raid. Oh no, I don't even know any artists to raid. No. Who we got? I don't know. This is this person. Oh, never mind. That's an 18 plus. Let's not do that person. This person? No, we can't do that one. This person. Okay. Now I'll leave you all. Bye bye.